Trojan Felly, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, USC still riding high on these big-time commitments that just took place over the weekend. Well, one that took place over the weekend, and that is no other than Sean Scott. Now, we got to rewind things back. Oh, let me get my sunglasses because you guys already know the future is so bright right now. You guys already know I got the sunglasses on. Listen, it's really go time. It's on and popping. It's on and cracking. But we got to talk about what this really means for this USC football Trojan program. Let me rewind this back just a couple of months ago when USC, a couple of months ago, even a couple of years ago. You guys know I've been at this now for going on. This is 3 years now, 3 years strong. The USCJ, this Lost in the Sauce podcast, has been absolutely moving and grooving. And let me say this, I could not do it without you guys, the fans who make this a community, not just a YouTube channel, but a community. So salute to you guys. Thank you guys very much. And look, lo and behold, it's been 3 years now. Everybody that comes on, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button. But you guys know USC had a hard time within the past couple of years. You guys already know. Some said, Jay, you sunshine puppet. I said, no, we're not sunshine puppet over here. We give you the real raw facts when we're talking about what USC had to work with and how other teams had sufficient. They had everything they needed to operate a big-time college football program. USC didn't have that. Now, there were some things that were going on as well as it relate to USC. And let's just talk about the local, not even talk about the state as a whole. We're talking about like modern day, the main ones is St. John Bosco. Those pipelines were essentially like closed for the most part. We still got a couple. Of course, you guys know we have Raleigh Brown. We got CJ Williams from modern day. We got Damani Jackson. But there was some friction within the relationship. And USC did this, you start hearing negative things. And you guys know I have my buddy on here, my partner, right? He is a coach at Modern Day High School. You guys know, those who watch the channel, not only is he a linebacker coach at Modern Day High School, he coaches the edges as well. And, I talk with him on a regular basis. Some things I can share, some things I can't. But he was on this show. I grew up with him. I knew him all my life. He talked about the relationship that has been reestablished. He even talked about the importance of a guy like Chad Bowden. You guys heard it on his show. Go back and watch it with Coach Lilo from Modern Day High School. But as we go throughout these past couple of years and see where USC is now compared to where we were then and how lost in the sauce we were, it's unbelievable. Who would have ever thought? And I remember fans, man, the fan base was just going absolutely berserk. This USC fan base, they were going crazy. They wanted to just destroy Lincoln Riley. They wanted them out ASAP. Nobody was comfortable with the California recruiting. Oregon was just throwing all types of hatred on social media as relates to what California, the Oregon-California pipeline is the so-called new pipeline. They were just bashing us like crazy. Now, lo and behold, USC, it's a beautiful thing. And let me rewind back just a little bit because we saw guys like Aiden Breland, right? We saw guys like Roger Pleasant, all of these guys, Dakota Fields. We seen it in front of our eyes, man. It literally hurt. Nobody could understand. Peyton Woodyard. We seen multiple guys leave, and salute to all those guys. But we seen multiple guys leave the state, and it was just, it just crushed us. We even see guys from Alabama. We seen Elijah Brown. We seen Damani Jackson even go over there. We seen, a couple of other guys, Xavion Brown. I said Elijah Brown. Xavion Brown. We seen him go over there. And so now, USC, like the slogan that they have, USC is really the place to be. Listen, it is really the place to be. Who would have ever thought the big time edge rusher / linebacker, and you guys know who saw my video, Sean Scott is probably going to be, I think USC's primarily recruiting him for inside linebacker, the will linebacker spot, possibly, doing pretty much a little bit of everything. But who would have ever thought a guy like Tom and Sean Scott, two modern day product guys that are just phenomenal players, guys that will literally those are the type of guys that you just don't want to see. And I'm trying to think who was the last guy that went there that was big like that on that level. I know a guy like Mateo was pretty much big like that. But then what's the other kid from the other guy from Oaks Christian? His name is Thibodeau. You know, you would see these guys go over there to another school, and USC would just be absolutely lost in the sauce. Well, the tables has turned, especially as it relates to NIL, especially as it relates to the staff as a whole. And USC's absolutely moving and grooving on a level that we just can't even fathom. Look, you know, just a couple of days ago, USC got a decommitment from a guy by the name of Cohen Brown out of the state of Texas. And, you know, it's like I start seeing fans, man, and this is what I want to say to some of the fans. I just don't understand. Like, any little thing that goes on, everybody's it's like they're ready to jump off of the bandwagon ASAP. I don't, that right there, it really gets me. I don't get it. We're talking about a 3-star receiver. I liked him as a talent. He was a big body, but, out of the state of Texas. But as soon as he decommits, I've seen people saying things like, here we go again. It was the same time last year. We're going to start losing recruit. Man, listen, man, if you ain't going to be on the wagon, if you're not going to be on the train, stay off, please. Like, I can't, like, that type of behavior, that type of lack of faith, it really drives me up a wall, because it's like you do the hokey pokey. You got your right foot in, you got your left foot in, you got your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey. You got all that type of stuff going on, and it really makes no sense. Either you with us or you not. You can't be in and out. You can't be sometime up, sometime down, sometime to the ground. You can't be like that. We got to support the team no matter what. But lo and behold, there were certain networks that thought we were down for the count, thought this was going to be a snowball effect as well with the Cohen Brown decommitment. And lo and behold, boom, we came back. Not only did we get a big time commitment from Sean Scott, we lost one from Cohen Brown, but this was like we hit him, like we took one step back, but then we came back with the two, a 1-2 punch combo. And I'm telling you, we took 4 steps forward. USC is still moving and grooving. It's like we really did not even feel that. If you look at our receiver class right now, it's still go time. It's still on and popping. And so, look, man, you guys can hit me in the comments, man. I'm just excited about what's taking place. The momentum has not given in. And so I think USC still moving and grooving. You guys can hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think. Now, I got to get into a story real quick about Oregon and this kid, Wesley. Richard Wesley out of the state of California. You guys know he goes to Sierra Canyon. However, there was, I guess, somewhat, let me just say it like this. There was some controversy over this commitment that he took over the weekend. And I'm going to talk about it. And it's an article right here coming from Rivals, Adam Gorney. He's talking about it. Rivals.com, 5-star defensive end Richard Wesley won't shut down his recruitment. Now, his commitment was very interesting. I don't know how many people saw it on social media, but here's the big story about it. Apparently, and I'm just going to give it to you in a nutshell, and I'll talk about some of the article. He made a commitment. He went on this so-called, I guess, recruiting trip. I'm not sure. It had to be an unofficial visit, because I'm sure if it was an official visit, his parents would have been with him. And the story goes that he went on this visit, and I guess, I don't know. I don't want to put any names out there, but some individuals on the coaching staff had him to the point to where he made a commitment. Didn't tell his mom, didn't tell anybody in his family. I guess the way they found out was social media, I guess via Instagram. And that's a heck of a way to find out. Most of the time when people make commitments, big commitments like that and decisions, they take their family with them, especially if it's an official visit. They take their family with them. They visit the campus. They decide like this is what they want to do. But this was crazy. We saw him jumping in the pool with Dan Lennon. And apparently, here's the story, though, from Adam Gorney. Let's see. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay. To announce his commitment to Oregon on Saturday, 5-star defensive end Richard Wesley coordinated jumping into a pool during his trip to Eugene with the Ducks head coach, Dan Lennon. He said there was one problem only. He said the Chatsworth Sierra Canyon standout did not inform anyone back home. This is crazy. he did not inform anyone back home that he was going to make a pledge to Oregon. Oregon has been a front runner in Wesley's recruitment, but his announcement is being couched as impulsive decision from a 16-year-old that while he was on his visit. So his parents didn't know, his family didn't know, and you know, you got to kind of wonder. And I'm not here to belittle a coach, right? I'm not here to do that. But you kind of got to want to know, integrity wise, like, do you know, as a coach, and I just want to know. You guys can hit me in the comments. You guys can tell me this from an integrity standpoint as a coach, with respect to the parents. Do you contact the parents? Do you even mention it to him and say, look, let's just talk to the parents, make sure everything is everything, or do you take this kid's advice? And what's oddly and crazy enough, this commitment came on Mother's Day weekend. Like, moms don't get no love. Do moms get an opportunity to put her input in? This is Mother's Day. That was a heck of a Mother's Day. that was a heck of a Mother's Day present. And it's no disrespect to the youngster, but it's just the way the story came out and the way everything is perceived right now. It's just like, wow, this thing really went down in Mother's Day weekend, and moms or pops didn't really have any influence on the commitment. Yes, it's the kid's decision to make, to where he wants to go. But at the end of the day, moms and pops are always going to give you proper guidance, proper influence as to what you want to do. So look, I just felt like that story was kind of a trip. You guys can hit me. I'm not going to say which way, one or the other. I just want to know from you guys in the comment section, what do you guys think about Richard Wesley's commitment and then his parents coming back saying what they had to say about it, man? You guys can hit me in the comments, man. Happy Monday to everybody. Listen, everybody that comes on, don't forget, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that share button, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. You guys already know where you can find me. It's USCJ32 on Twitter, USCJ32 on Instagram. I'm out of here, man. Fight on, fight on, fight on.